What's up, you guys? What's up, YouTube? It's Kenny Forrest right here again this week. So you know how I do my weekly outlook on XAUUSD, my major peers basically. So not talking too much. If you are a return subscriber, do it to like and subscribe and turn on notification. So when I drop video, it eventually pop up on your screen. So if you are just seeing me for the first time, I'm Kenny Forrest, and just do well to help me and subscribe and like this video. So let's get to the screen, not talking too much, and then let's see what we have for the weekly outlook. Let's go. This is my outlook on XAUUSD. Okay, from daily time frame, we start our analysis from the daily time frame, which you can actually see. I already do more of my outlook here. So last week I forecasted the more buys from XAUUSD. Also, definitely the market respected the analysis, and then it went in our direction basically. So now let's do it again this week and see what you can actually get from XAUUSD. So our overall market is currently bullish on daily time frame, not doing much. You can actually see market took out this resistance, came back down, eventually give us a higher low. So basically what I'm done looking for is anytime market will basically give higher high on XAUUSD. So pending the time, go to the lower time frame, which is 4-hour time frame, and see what's currently happening. So me analyzing 4-hour time frame, me analyzing from 4-hour time frame, you can actually see I have my two support around this zone, which is my support 1 and then my support 2. Now market tapped in into this support as of last week. Eventually it went to the upside. Now this market now is currently on a resistance level on the 4-hour time frame, which is currently this resistance level here. Now this is two things that might happen on XAUUSD is indecision. I'm actually until the market react to act, and then I react to XAUUSD for next week. So basically, first of all, I'm looking for a breakout of this resistance, and then a retest from there we get the buy. Why? Because first of all, market has tapped on this support level. Eventually it went up, give us a higher low, and then I'm basically looking for higher high and then a retest, probably a retest, and then we buy from there, from this support level. Now if market doesn't break this resistance, cause is a 4-hour support, is a 4-hour resistance rather, it might not be easy for it to break. So I'm basically looking like this trend line first touch here, and then a second touch around the zone. From the market might want to react to this double top around the zone. Markets I want to react to this double top around the zone, and then we sell to the downside. So eventually markets might come and do a third touch of this trend line, eventually opportunity to buy, or probably a buy from this support level. Anyone that comes out, I'll definitely keep you guys updated. So that is for XAUUSD. My major pair now is currently going to BTC USD. So on BTC USD, you see I've already forecasted my 10-day, but let me just do a scratch analysis on this trade. Now on BTC USD, late last week, BTC USD eventually broke out from this resistance level, from this particular resistance level. Now it broke out from that resistance. So basically what I'm looking out for XAUUSD is more of sales for BTC USD rather, for BTC. Why? Because I'm seeing BTC as it has overpriced about 118,000 on BTC USD. I'm just looking for a retracement. So for next week, you might be seeing BTC dropping downward. It might not go in an uptrend as the previous trend, because the daily trend is currently extremely bullish from the high to the low, lower high, higher low, higher low, higher low, and then giving us another higher high. So what I'm basically looking at is a retest to this previous side that was broken, and then we go for more buy. So that's why I'm basically saying BTC USD should have a drop to the downside. Now this resistance, now I might not be counting it. Why? Because there is a low resistance here. Why? If you can see, this resistance is more like a double bottom neckline, which around this one before this minor bullish trend happen. Now what I'm basically looking at is I'll be looking at moving my resistance to this zone, and then from there you can get a deep retracement into that level, and then we get opportunity to buy. And then you might be wondering, what line is this? Is my trend line analysis. Going to the 4-hour time frame to view it well, you can actually see before the market broke out, it went to the high, give us higher low, eventually it reversed from that major resistance, give us another higher low, eventually it break out. So it retesting, it will be a third touch of this trend line for me to go for more higher. So basically BTC is more of sales for me, so you can basically clearly counter trading against the trend. So on US oil as my third pair, I'll be analyzing not talking too much, let me just do a brief analysis on this US oil. Now US oil, if you currently look at it from here, it has done a double bottom around this zone. Now this double bottom that formed here, it went up to give us a high, this low eventually give a higher low here, break out to give us another higher high that broke this neckline. Now market came back, do a retest, and then my business now is just to go to this zone and then analyze what's going on that zone, because it's more like a consolidation zone there. Now go to the 4-hour time frame to see what's going to happen, what's currently happening. So overall, you see market has been doing more of consolidation. Market came here, came down. It's more like a double bottom vibe, eventually gave us another higher high, came to give a higher low, higher high, eventually higher low. So it's more like a bullish trend on the 4-hour time frame. So what I'm just looking on USO is a buy from there, a break, and then do a resistance retest of this broken resistance if it eventually breaks it, and then eventually if this resistance is very effective because it's a 4-hour resistance, it might just do its retracement back to the trend line touch, because this is definitely first touch here, second touch here, and the third touch. So it's basically a likely setup like XAUUSD as well. So that's just my outlook. A buy from here on US oil, or a breakout, do a retest, and then we go for more buy. So that's it on my major pairs actually, which is GBP USD, XAUUSD, BTC, and then US oil. So that's just my major pair. So yeah, that's it, my weekly outlook. I've done it. That's my how I analyze my trade using support and resistance. So what my business now is just to wait for market to act, and then I react to what market eventually gives me. It might not go as planned, but definitely we cash out big this week. So do well to subscribe and like for more videos. Cheers.